all over the internet. The AF Post is saying that former President Biden has been granted membership by the PHA Masons. And here are some pictures of him being welcomed into their membership. And this is apparently a pretty big deal. And so a lot of people are saying that most presidents have been Masons. A lot of them have, but his association with the Masonic Lodge is now proof of his ties to esoteric mystery religions and secret societies and secret cults. It says right here, most worshipful Union Grand Lodge of Florida says, welcome former President Joe Biden to the Prince Hall Masonic family. The Lodge of South Carolina, the most worshipful master, welcome our newest member of the Prince Hall family. On Sunday, January 19th, a private event, Master Mason membership with full honors were conferred upon President Joseph R. Biden Jr. in recognition of his outstanding service to the United States of America. To be a Freemason is to be a part of a brotherhood dedicated
to personal growth, service to others, and the pursuit of knowledge and truth. It is an honor to belong to an organization that promotes these timeless values. Whereas President Joe Robinette Biden Jr. has demonstrated exceptional dedication and service to the United States of America. Whereas his service reflects the core of values of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of free and accepted Masons of the state of South Carolina, including brotherly love, relief, and truth. Well, people. When I found about this, I was like, wow. The day before he spent his last day in office, January 19th, he went and did this. Are you guys surprised? Did you know that he was going to do it? And was Joe a Mason? When I did the research, it appears that he already was. You know, for a very long time, it's been said that the only way to get to the top positions in America, especially a position as president, you have to serve in the secret societies. And you have to dedicate, and you have to do secret things in those societies. Of course, we've all heard that lips are tight, ears are closed, pledges are made. In relation to serving America and us living out our creed, did that affect America and his decisions? Because now you're asking how many more senators and congressmen and legislators have made that pledge and become a part of the brotherhood. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pierce, and welcome again to my channel. It is January 25th of 2025, 6:24 in the p.m. Welcome to Friendship Blue. Happy Saturday. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Can you believe what you're hearing? Did it startle you? Well, I have some things I'm going to show you, and I'm sure it will startle you as well. You know, I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the complementary time, which includes the dates and conclusion. So I did my research. As I've told you guys before, my grandmother was an Eastern Star, and she got out of it before she died. And my great-grandfather, he was a Mason, a high-degree Mason. So much so he was the only black officer in Chicago Heights at the time, here in Illinois. I should have showed that picture. His name was Ben Ware. Anyway, let's segue into this. This is the definition I had. I asked the question, how do you achieve Master Mason status? It says to achieve Master Mason status, you must progress. You must progress through the 3 degrees of Freemasonry, starting as an entered apprentice, then advancing to fellow craft, and finally reaching the 3rd degree, which is Master Mason, by completing the necessary ceremonies and demonstrating your understanding of Masonic teachings within a lodge. This typically involves being sponsored by existing members and meeting character requirements set by the lodge and Grand Lodge you are seeking to join. Now, I am not here to disrespect anybody's group or lodge. Like I said, I have family members who have been a part of it. The ones that I met were beautiful. They helped my grandmother in her demise when my grandfather died. In a whole lot of ways, make sure her bills were paid on time. Until I took over the estate, they helped mow the lawn, wash the windows, make sure she got her groceries. They saw after her. So there are beautiful things that they do. And I'm sure you've heard about the beautiful things they do as well. My grandmother had a long talk with me as she gave me power of attorney over her life. And she told me in so many words that the Lord would not be pleased with her continuing in the organization, that she felt it was best that she get her soul right. Her exact words, I need to get my soul right with my maker. So she got out of the Eastern Star and the Masonic Order. And I'm glad she did, because I want to see her in glory. Look at this here. This was January 19th of 2025 versus Biden's last birthday, 11/20 of 2024. The difference is 8 weeks and 4 days. Is it coincidence that Barack Obama was born August 4th? I've said before that the number is 84 and also 44, of which Barack Obama was the 44th president. As I decode, the longer I decode, I find out that these numbers were used way long before Barack Obama came into the picture. So if I can say it in such a manner that Barack Obama had to fit like a hand in a glove in time with these numbers of 84 and 44. It's deep, y'all. Joe Biden became a Freemason just one day before leaving office. At a private ceremony, Biden was made a Master Mason of Prince Hall Grand Lodge in South Carolina. There's the photographs. Again, from my research, he had to be a part of this long time ago. Because you're moving up in rank, right? Joe is moving up in rank. Joe Biden joins Masonic Organization for African Americans. Now, after I did my research, I took a nap because all I had was 5 hours sleep. When I woke up, a few things came to me. But I was like, this appears to be an all-black Masonic lodge. And I know the founder of Prince Hall is black. I'm like, why did Joe go to a black lodge? And trust me, I'm not being racial about it at all. I'm just saying, wow, you got white lodges everywhere. Why did he go to a black lodge? I don't know. But I did find some things which are interesting. Former U.S. President Joe Biden accepted into the Prince Hall Masonic Organization. His service reflects the core values of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of free and accepted Masons of the state of South Carolina. The Masons website writes, on January 19, 2025, former U.S. President Joe Biden was admitted to the Prince Hall Masonic Organization in South Carolina, which is dedicated to African Americans. An official resolution regarding his admission was published on Reddit, a platform originally created for Black Masons during the Civil War. This organization is known for its active involvement in political events such as the Black Lives Matter protests, which deviates from traditional Masonic principles of non-interference in politics. Despite this, Prince Hall remains recognized by the United Grand Lodge of England and most white Masonic lodges in the United States. To be a Freemason is to be part of a brotherhood dedicated to personal growth. Okay, so we read that earlier. Yeah, so he was there, people. He was there. What are your feelings on this? I mean, hey, the day before. Also, when I woke up, I thought about as this being a wrap up. I'm at the finishing line. My next day is the last day I'll be in office. This is the finish line for me. I've got to complete it. The question is, did he complete something in relation to being a Mason? That's my question. Now, when I read another journal in relation to what he did, they called him a Mason at sight. I thought that was interesting because that came up to 47. And Trump's number is 47, right? 47 president. It also came up to 178. And so 178 is June 27th. Biden embarrassed himself when he lost horribly a debate on this day to Trump. June 27th is the day that Biden lost to Trump. Worldwide debate stage. And I found that interesting that Mason of sight come out to 178. Now, he's in South Carolina, the lodge. South Carolina became part of the United States, the Union, on May 23rd, 1788. May 23rd. I had that somewhere, and I lost it. So let me see if I can get back to it. Take a nap, you wake up. Maybe I erased it by accident. So let's see what I have. May 23rd, let's see. May 23rd. And that was May 23rd, 1788. 1788. And he was at the lodge on January 19th, 2025. So, see if we can make it current and see what we get. If we make this, we did say May 23rd, right? Yeah, May 23rd. If we make this 2024, we get that. 2025, we get that. 4-4, there we go, that's what I had. 4 months, 4 days. So what it comes out to, people, is this. Mr. Biden was in South Carolina being recognized and became that Master Mason, right? May 23rd is when South Carolina became part of the Union. Always look at the places where events happen. If you take May 23rd or 2025, the anniversary of their birthday, versus Joe Biden being there on May 19th, The difference is Barack Obama, 44th president. That's interesting as well, isn't it? Now let's see, Prince Hall. Prince Hall, December 7, 1807, was an American abolitionist and leader in the free black community in Boston. He founded Prince Hall Masonry. That's what he founded. And this is where Joe Biden went to yesterday, Prince Hall Freemasonry. This guy lobbied, this gentleman lobbied for educational rights and African American children. He was also active in the Back to Africa movement. Hale tried to gain a place for the New York's enslaved and free blacks Freemasonry education and the military, some of the most critical spheres of society in his time. Hall is considered the founder of black Freemasonry in the United States, known today as Prince Hall Freemasonry. He formed the African Grand Lodge of North America and was unanimously elected as Grand Master and served until he died in 1807. Steve Gladstone, author of Freedom Trail Boston, states that Hall was one of the most influential black leaders in the late 1700s. So his life and time, December 7, 1807. Like I said, it's gotta be a black lodge. It's black founded. Why did Joe Biden go to a black lodge? December 7, 1807. So what I did, I went and I updated that date, right? We have December 7th. I took December 7th, 2024, their last birthday anniversary of the founding of that Freemason Lodge organization, versus the day that Biden became, at his level. Let me get that same right again. He was accepted into the Prince Hall Mason organization. Yeah, he was accepted, okay? So let's go back to this, trying to get the wording right. When you take the date of that gentleman's, of the founders, I guess that's his birthday, versus Joe Biden being recognized by that organization, the difference is also Barack Obama, which is what? Barack Obama was the 44th president. This is interesting. Now I slept, like I said, didn't have much sleep. When I woke up, this is the first thing that hit me, because I was really ramming my brain like, Pearson, why did Joe Biden go to South Carolina? Then I'm thinking, you know what? You're not going to figure it out right now. But think of it like this. He's finishing something up, Pearson. So if he's finishing something up, when did it begin? So I went back to this. You guys know about this. I rarely talk about it. But it's all together, isn't it? Well, guess what? The founding date is May 1st, 1776, right? If you take May 1st of 2025, they'll have an anniversary this year, versus the day that Joe just went to the lodge, look at what you get. 3/16, when you include the end date. How long have I been talking about 3/16? That in the last days, our Christian Bible in John 3:16 says, hallelujah, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. This is about the sacrifice of Jesus. Is there a sacrifice in relation to what Joe Biden has been doing all of his life as a president? I'm just asking. That when I delve into this. And I put the number in for the anniversary versus this. The day that Joe Biden went there, it comes out to a sacrifice. And I'm asking you bluntly, it appears that Joe Biden was already in the Masonic order. He had to grow. He had to. Look at the definition. To achieve Master Mason status. Isn't that what he did? Let's go back. I'm sorry, people. I want to find out what he did. I mean, let's go back to what this guy said at the beginning. What did he do?
And has been granted Master Mason status by the Prince Hall Association of Masons.
Okay, so he's saying that he became Master Mason. So you got to progress through the 3 degrees. So Joe had to be there, right? He had to be in it to get to this point. His service reflects the core values of the, accepted to the Prince Hall Masonic, which is dedicated. Let's go back. I apologize, people. I'm still waking up, but either way, let me get on it. Okay. Let's go to Google. Did Joe Biden become a Master Mason? According to the announcement dated January 19th, the day before Biden left office, the president was granted a resolution of membership by the Lodge in recognition of his exceptional dedication and service to the United States, which reflects the core values of the most, okay. It is not uncommon, okay, we get that. Let's go to the beginning. What did it say? 19, at a private event, Master Mason membership with full honors were conferred upon Joe Biden. My God, look at that, people. He had to be in it. Look, at a private event, Master Mason membership with full honors were conferred upon Joe Biden, who now has the rank of Master Mason. Unless there's an exception that he just was honored because of what he's done in his 51 years in political life. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he didn't have to, maybe he wasn't a part of it, and they just honored him for the service that he did. Okay, somebody put in the comment section what you think. Let's go back to this. I'm still asking the question, did Joe Biden sacrifice America? I'm gonna leave it alone, I'm not gonna answer. I'm just asking, did he sacrifice? The numbers come out to a sacrifice number. Did he? Is he wrapping up everything, his career of sacrifice? Am I looking at sacrifice the wrong way? Is sacrifice in terms of just the work that he's done as a politician? Or did he have an intent and he sacrificed? And now we're going into the one world system, the new world order, the golden age. That's all I'm asking. Biden was sworn into office on January 5th, 1973 by Secretary of the State, Senate Francis R. Valero in a small chapel at the Delaware Division. This is when he first became a senator back in the day of Delaware. January 5th, 1973. Let's look. January 5th, 2025 is his anniversary. Subtracted from what? subtracted from this date, May 1st, 1776. May 1st, in relation to this, May 1st. Well, what do you get? May 1st, 2024, their last birthday. The difference is 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that a coincidence? Then we take 523, 523, forgot where I got that from. Don't know where I got that from. Must have been something earlier, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But people, what do you think? This is interesting. Why would Joe Biden wait until the day before to do this? Is this a wrap up for all the work that he has done since he became the Senator of Delaware to his last day as president? And now he's being honored by the Prince Hall Masonic Organization? Or was he already a part of them and being honored? Anybody know in the chat? Put it in there. What a world. I would have never even thought about it. But he's not the first. He's not the first. Let me see. Thomas Jefferson was our first president, right? Okay, let me get it right. George Washington? I know, right? Okay, here you go. My bad. George Washington. Was George Washington Masonic? You know, people, I did a video about a month ago. On something similar, in that our first 3 out of 5 presidents died on July 4th. Let me see, George Washington, Masonic. Yeah, there you go. He joined Freemasonry in a lodge at Frederick's, yeah. So we have I think it was like maybe 17 or 20 of our presidents or more have been part of these secret societies. Interesting, people, interesting. Wow, so our first president was one. I long forgot, but hey. And there we go with the black and white checkerboard all day, speaking without speaking. Well, people, this has been interesting. Let me know if you can, because, you know, some things are not supposed to be spoken upon, so I'm not going to hold you if you can't speak about it. But what do you think? Do you think Joe was a part of it all along? We just didn't know? Or he was just honored for his service and they recognized it? But why would they do that? And why would he go to? That's possible. It looks like to me possible that they just called him and said, look, we're going to honor you. Did he know about him before then, though? I'm Friend Shot Pearson. Tell me what you think. God bless.